See, I couldn't really remember when I started learning magic. I think it was probably around 2, 3 years old. So during school days, I have been performing magic as well in school events. And when I was about 11 years old, my dad brought me to the local magic clubs. And then that got me more interested in magic as well as to hang out with fellow magic brothers and sisters, whom many of them are still great friends with me till today. So, magic to me is entirely part of my life. So, during school years, I was performing shows during the weekends, and then I have kind of like a slightly different kind of teenage years as compared to other people.
各位观众朋友们，大家晚上好。
Well, magic is certainly, in my opinion, a great life skill for any individuals because certainly it's like a good icebreaker if you can do some magic when you're among a group of friends. When I get into show business, the business part is slightly different than just learning the tricks. You have to really learn the tricks of the trade. So I'm thankful to be studying in the business side during my diploma days as well as the mass communication. So I eventually adapted all those things I learned in the books into my show business.
准备了一个预言里面呢放了是一张照片，一位明星艺人的照片。来，坐在前面这位先生，认说一位明星歌手也可以，演员也可以。
你
不要啦，
可以，
真的是我吗？
是你啊？
是我。
对啊。
好，注意看哦 ，Jeremy Pay。如果我拿出来，里面真的放着我的照片，你会不会觉得很神奇？各位观众朋友们，请看，这里面放了一张照片，就是我的照片，我婴儿时候的照片啊，谢谢。你看，我觉得好神奇哦，那个小妹妹。
So ever since completing national service in Singapore, I actually started my company. It was in 2006. I registered a company in Singapore. It's called Redefine Magic Private Limited. I have a personal mentor in life. His name is Stephen Lim. He runs a big IT company. And he taught me a lot of things about how to actually manage businesses as well as life skills. So when I was young, I treat him as a role model for me to kind of adapt to my personal lifestyle habits.
慢动作，慢动作，慢动，好，快一点，先盖瓶子，再盖杯子，请注意看，我数到3，1、2、3，这样子他们去交换位置，谢谢。非常容易换位置，非常难换回来，谢谢大家，谢谢。
Well, in life, anything could happen. Back in 2005, my dad suffered a serious stroke, and he was bedridden for almost 6 to 7 years before he passed away. And thereafter, I proposed to my wife, and we're going to get married. However, I experienced a freak accident. I was being hit on the road one day. I passed out just like that. And when I woke up, I was being placed on an ambulance on the way to the hospital. I was in the ICU for a couple of days, and I was suffering from very bad headache for a very long time. Then I got back on stage about 2 months after the accident. And I tried to adapt myself back to show business. However, I felt that, okay, I went through a sudden life-changing experience. But it was during the follow-up checkups that something else was discovered. A lump on my brain didn't shrink. So the doctor suspected that it would be brain tumor. And I was recommended a biopsy surgery. So what happened was I actually rejected that because that was just based on one doctor's opinion. So what happened was I actually went to different specialists in Singapore. And I went to a total of 5 specialists at the time. And all of them told me that it is a low-grade glioma, which is a brain tumor. I actually had my mind set to think that my dad, when he became a sick patient, it wasn't just him as the sick patient. The family was with him like living a different lifestyle. I wanted my family to live a normal lifestyle. So I actually motivated myself to live as a normal human being. So that was when I had this sudden idea, and I told myself, hey, think about this. If I were to double my age right now, back then I was 29, I was about to turn 30. And when I turned 30, if I were to double my age, I would be 60 years old. So I think to myself, what would I be doing when I'm 60 years old? Like standard retirement age in Singapore is 60 to 65. So I thought, back at the time, I would probably be sharing my magic with people around the world, with like lecture sessions. I would probably like to own a magic shop, so young magicians will come and visit, and then I will perform and share magic. And I would love to share my magic to the magicians community in Singapore. January 2014, I launched a project, which was a very interesting project by the name of Redefine Magic Outlet, adapting concepts of outlet shopping and different kind of things. And I developed my own online TV shows. I put it on social media, and surprisingly, it's quite a fun project to do. Not just for turnover profit, but it's actually a project which I enjoy doing. It's an opportunity for me to use this project to share magic with magicians around the world. Magic is great motivation for me, and honestly a great distraction from what's going up here. However, at the end of 2014, I started having such seizure attacks. So when I told the doctor, he highly recommended me the biopsy surgery, which I went through in early 2015. It was diagnosed as an end-stage 2 glioma. I was given a few options. The options such as either I go straight immediate into a C-section surgery, or either that I have to do chemotherapy or radiation therapy. So I actually was trying to settle on the right way to live my life, and there's some activities in the year 2015 which I wanted to accomplish. So what happened was I actually decided to delay for 1 year, thus accepted chemotherapy treatment for 1 year. After 3 months going through chemotherapy, I actually told myself that perhaps I should cut short the chemotherapy treatment to just half a year and to go through the surgery. And true enough, I have since arranged for the surgery, and very soon I will be going for a full C-section surgery. I sincerely value every single moment to plan everything proper. Of course, I try to balance between work, lifestyle, friends and family all together. I highly encourage everybody to truly appreciate time and try to live life positively and appreciate everything, all the blessings that are coming over to you. Value them, and in fact value the people around you, the close friends and those people who really value you too, as they will actually create lots of lasting memories for you.
Spirit's been at war. Ever so passionate, my life will be reborn. And I will embrace the sun upon my face. Come the day I wake the child.
I'm extremely passionate about magic, and life is just so magical. There are lots of surprises, so do value life and value the people around you. And trust me, magic will truly happen. And therefore, I call myself the 60-year-old magician.